everyone, welcome to Cicalia Botanicals. I'm Lena. Today I want to recommend a book for you, a witchy book. This is The Mindful Witch. It's a daily journal for manifesting a truly magical life by Jen Stevens. This is a book I bought for myself that I will begin using for the 2020 year. I love little workbooks and notebooks and planning and making lists. And what I like about this book is, well, it's broke down into 3 sections. First off, this book is gorgeous. It is filled with beautiful watercolor illustrations throughout of crystals, botanicals, quotes, animals. So there are 3 sections. The first section is more about reflecting on yourself, and she gives you little prompts for how you've come to witchcraft, creating your own spells, your own rituals. So you're finding witchcraft. You can fill this little section out here. What I like is she keeps the prompts short and sweet, makes important points, and gives you small little sections to fill out. So it's not an overwhelming thing for you if this is something you want to keep up with regularly. I know sometimes I start projects and I get overwhelmed by how much I was expecting of myself. And what I like is you can just do a little bit every few days, maybe 15 minutes of your morning, and it could be a nice little reflective moment, a grounding moment, meditative moment for yourself. And then by the end of the year you'd have this really great little book filled out with tons of insights from both the author and yourself. So she also gets into, knowing yourself, 5 words that describe yourself, building your witch resume, what are your weaknesses, mindfulness, being aware, meditative practices, getting into the body and awakening the senses, really being present, practices for being present, which is really important in magical work, creating your altar, some prompts to make you think a little bit more about how you want to create your altar, the spells you want to do, the rituals you'd like to take in your practice. So she gives you space here to talk about what you've been doing, what you want to do more, getting into things like the 4 elements and what they mean to you, casting circles, more correspondences for the seasons, moon cycles, days of the week, where she gives you space, where she lines up the day with the day's patron planet, and space for you to write. This is more about rituals and circles, and the witch's calendar with the major holidays, the 8 Sabbats. Then the second section is broken down into months. So January, where she talks about magical correspondence for the month, the full moon in January, as well as the new moon in January, what the moon actually means to you, the season of Capricorn, the new moon in Capricorn. So my only thing with this book is she has the moon, so new moon in Capricorn. Well, that doesn't actually mean the new moon. It's the moon itself will be in Capricorn. It's when the moon is new in the sun sign of Capricorn. So that's my only issue with this book. I'm not sure how I will go about it. I think what I'll do for myself is I will split it, and I'll do half for what that actual new moon is, and then when the new moon is in Capricorn, actually go back to that section. I'm not sure yet. But she does have your intentions for your moon magic. I'm big into moon magic, so I love that she incorporates this. She has some quotes in here. You can see a more beautiful Watercolor Illustrations. She gives you time to reflect at the beginning, or to set your attentions at the beginning of the month and then reflect at the end of the month. So I like the idea, and then here the new moon in Aquarius. And then if there's a major holiday, an activity, and then reflections. So that goes on for every month of the year till the very end, where you get to the third part, which is really small. She has a little bitty grimoire and book of shadows, which both I am really not going to use. I mean, the grimoire is really only, I think, 3 spells. It's more like, I really think she could have gone without it. It's cutesy, but I think then same with the Book of Shadows. I mean, it's just pages here to set a spell, and each page is there's room. And the way that I like to do my pages is to incorporate artwork and a lot of different elements, where this structure is really not for me. So what I think I'm going to do is, what I liked is that there at the beginning of the book there was, you know, all that space to write about at the beginning of the year, your journey, and then at the end I'd like to use this, the first part of it. So I'll actually go in and I'll probably white this out and then use that space to of an end of year reflection, and then at the very end I will use it, white out these headings, and then write the spells that I actually want to do some work with, research, and create, as I am wanting to share spells I've created in the past, work I've done in the past, meditations and mantras, as well as future ones to come up with, and things to research for myself. So this is more like going to be more of an idea checklist for me. But what I like about this is I could see this being like one of those glam planners, and really marking it up, taping things in there, putting stickers in there, using markers, doodling, writing in other quotes, any sort of references, and then using this to build upon. I'm making up what I call a book of light, which is like a book of shadows, but with it from a different perspective and, in my opinion, intention. You can have your own opinion on that, but so if you want to say a book of shadows, you can use this as a guidebook to create something in a year from now that has more structure, especially if you are lost at where to even start. So I highly recommend this. I would appreciate if you clicked on the link at the bottom. It is an affiliate link, so I do get credit if you do purchase that book through that link, and I appreciate it very much. I only recommend things on this channel that I love, that I purchase for myself or friends. I don't ever want to review something that I am not happy with. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to there's so much information out there. I want to share with you what I am loving and what I think other people will really benefit from. And I know when you're trying to shop on Amazon, you don't really get a lot of information about what is inside the book, and sometimes that is what you need to decide if you're going to make a purchase. And I really also want to support this amazing author and have more people go out and purchase her work. She's done some amazing things with this book, I think. So congratulations to Jen Stevens, and I hope everyone watching today is doing well. Blessed be. Thank you.